All right, roll your inner thighs in and down. Bring the flesh and skin of the buttock bones back. Reach down, grab a shin or ankle. Take the palm of your hand to the sole of your foot and interlace your fingers with your toes. Try to get your fingers down all the way, webbing to webbing. Hold on to your foot and turn circles with your foot. Help create some space between the toes. Stretch the feet. Invigorate them. Turn in both directions. Do a little twist with the ball of the foot. Squeeze your toes, squeeze your fingers towards your toes, and then pull your fingers away from your toes. Take your toes towards your shin. Take your toes away from your shin. Do another little twist with the ball of the foot. Stretch and spread your fingers. Remove your fingers and try to keep the space between your toes. Change sides. Interlace fingers with your toes. Try and work your fingers all the way down, webbing to webbing. Turn circles with your foot. Turn in both directions. Take your toes towards your shin. Take your toes away from your shin. Do a little twist with the ball of the foot. Stretch and spread your fingers inside your toes. Remove your fingers, keep the space. Go back to your first foot. Grab a hold of your foot. Take your thumb and finger to the base of the big toe and turn till you get to the top. Go back to the base and turn till you get to the top. It's kind of like you're screwing in and screwing out a little candelabra ball. And then tug your toe. And do that, please, to all 5 of your toes. This always brings up memories of my father. I think it's kind of a visceral memory because he always did this little piggy with me. I could never figure out why I always thought about my father at the beginning of yoga class until I put 2 and 2 together. After you've turned each of your toes and tugged them, take your thumbs to the center of the ball of your foot and stretch out the ball of the foot from the center out to the sides. And then run your thumbs down the arches of your foot. If you find any tender spots, spend a little bit more time there. Good, and then change sides. Do the toe turns, holding onto your foot. Turn all in one direction, turn in the other direction, and give a little tug. Do each of your toes. And then stretch and spread the ball of the foot from the center out to the sides. And run your thumbs down the arches of your foot. If you find any tender spots, spend a little bit more time there. Good. Then take both feet out in front of you, feet parallel to each other and a comfortable distance apart. Stretch and spread your toes, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Lift your big toes up, leave your little toes down on the floor. If you can, stretch your big toes towards each other. Then take your big toes down and lift your little toes up. Then take your big toes down and your baby toes down and lift the middle 3 up. Good, relax your feet, give them a little pat on the floor. Don't worry if that doesn't come easily right away. It may take some time to develop the whole neurological path. Let's do it one more time. Feet flat on the floor. Lift all your toes up. We'll go from the opposite direction this time, from up to down. Take the big toes down. Stretch and spread the little toes. Lift all your toes up. Then take the 8 little toes down, keeping the big toes up. Lift all your toes up. Take the big toes down and the baby toes down. Lift the middle 3 up. Stretch and spread the middle 3. Good. Relax your feet. Give them a little pat on the floor.